Hey, hi folks. Thanks for tuning in. My name is John. I'm giving my review of the Ultimate Etsy course. Now, I'm going to create a series of videos. So if the topic you're interested in isn't part of this video, check back in my channel and you'll find a range of topics about not just the Ultimate Etsy course, but online coaching in general. What I've discovered is these subjects that I'm bringing up, I wish I would have thought about more or had more information on before I got involved, because I would have made different decisions and different choices if that were the case. So my goal here is to help us, the consumers, protect ourselves better on these kind of courses. Okay. So my goal here isn't to like slam Ultimate Etsy course or to harm them in some weird way. They're a huge company, right? They got a team of people. I'm just one person, and I'm just giving my opinion about what I experienced in this journey. So in this video, what I want to bring up is measurable goals, because in my opinion, measurable goals are absent from what the Ultimate Etsy course is providing. And it's not just them, it's I think with other online coaching programs. So let's just briefly talk about what are measurable goals. Okay. Well, each of us are faced with measurable goals every single day, right? Maybe you're going through college, and your day is filled with measurable goals to achieve grades or get things done or to take care of the pieces necessary to graduate. Your goal is to graduate. You can measure your progress along the way. Even if you're out of college and you're in the workforce, you're more than likely collaborating with your boss to create measurable goals for you to get like salary increases or to get better positions within the company. Measurable goals extend into your family and your extended family, into your friendships, personal goals like, to train or to reach certain goals with like running times or weightlifting or maybe like hobbies and things like that. You're always faced with measurable goals. But it seems like with a place like the Ultimate Etsy course, measurable goals are kind of absent. And in my opinion, this is just my opinion, if you're going to pay $15,000 for a Ultimate Etsy course, that company should put some skin in the game. They should help you understand exactly what you're going to achieve by being involved with them, because you're spending this kind of money. But that's not the case. You'll see in a previous video I talked about there not being a money back guarantee. Well, that kind of dovetails into not having any measurable goals either. Now, with the idea of Etsy in mind, what would be measurable goals, right? Well, I can go to my little Etsy store and I can hit the statistics tab, and I can see what my conversion rate is, how many views I get, even broken down to individual products. I can see how much money I earn during a month. I can see all kinds of statistical information about my store. Well, before I get involved with the Ultimate Etsy course, I can record, or they can record, what these statistics are. And based on where I am and what they think they can give me, they should be able to tell me what they can do for me. For example, maybe within 3 months we'll double your conversion rate. Or within 3 to 6 months we're going to triple the number of views, or we're going to take your monthly earnings and double, triple, or quadruple what those are. The starting point and the ending point is measurable. Now they're going to say, look, it's about you. The harder you work, the more likely you are to achieve these things. But that's not necessarily true. You could follow their videos, you could follow their advice, and you could still not reach these goals. But they can always hang their hat on the fact that you didn't try hard enough, you didn't do what we said, you didn't change this picture we told you to change. It can be that kind of nuanced. And so it always gives them an out as to having any kind of skin in this game. Well, I wish I would have known this before I got involved. Because as I went through that hour-plus long sales call, somewhere along the way I would have asked for or demanded, what are you going to give me in the way of measurable goals? All right, it's fine for you to talk about some person earning, all these thousands of dollars on their Etsy store, but that doesn't necessarily convert to what you're doing, the kind of products you're selling. So that's what this video is about. I want to help you folks think differently about what to expect when you get involved with an online coaching course like this, especially when you're spending $15,000. What $15,000 can do for your store versus another store is different, and you need to go through the calculations in your mind of payback for that $15,000. If you have a brand new store or you haven't even opened your store yet and you've paid $15,000, earning that money back in a reasonable length of time is difficult. All right. Even if you have an established Etsy store with a number of products and some amount of sales every month, the payback for $15,000 is daunting. You think about it. Most of the time when you buy equipment for a company, the payback is like 3 to 5 years. In my little consulting business, I don't buy equipment unless I can pay it back in a couple of years. Well, for most of us dabbling in the world of Etsy sales, earning back $15,000 while you're trying to pay for supplies and equipment and have money to run your life with, on top of that, to pay $15,000 back in 2 to 5 years, it could be very daunting to accomplish. And so that's what I want to help you understand. Can you get a payback on that $15,000 in the time frame that they give you? Because you've got to understand, this course only runs 1 year. And they'll tell you have lifetime access to our website, which I'll talk about in another video. But after 1 year, you lose access to individual coaching or coaching calls and things like that. So, really, it's 1 year. Can you earn your $15,000 back in 1 year? And I'm saying I don't think that is the case for most people. So that's it. That's this video. It's about measurable goals and how that dovetails into the fact that they don't have a money-back guarantee, that there's just absolutely no risk at all for this company, who are supposed to be experts. And if they're truly experts in this, they shouldn't be afraid to put some skin in the game and risk some of the money that they've earned from you to show that they can get you to these goals. So if you stuck with me this long, thanks. I really appreciate it. I'm not a professional spokesperson. I'm doing the best I can. I'm just one guy, but I'm hoping that I can give you the information you need to make better choices than I made. Okay? So until next time, take care. All right? Thanks. Bye-bye.